Good evening, I'm your host Jay Clark and welcome to the Scary Nighttime Radio Show. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode, which is entitled Pits of Hell Part 16, This is the End.
In the last episode, armed forces tried a rescue attempt of the hostages, but it was unsuccessful. Rohani failed to solve a riddle and is marked for death. Queen Nikita is having her held in a jail cell until she works up an appetite.
I feel terrible that Rohani is in this predicament.
I wish there was something we could do to help her.
If we don't come up with something real, soon she will be the next victim.
I'll always remember when she would go sleepwalking and end up by my side before waking up.
That was odd. That whole sleepwalking thing. I still don't understand how she opened your locked bedroom door that one night unless she picked the lock or something.
Oh, come on, Jess. You're making too big of a deal about that. You've always doubted her sleepwalking story, but it is a very common disorder.
Yeah. My mother sleepwalks, and so do 8 million other Americans.
There's no need to disbelieve Rohani, especially at a time like this.
You guys are right. I just wish there was something we could do to save her.
What I'm also really worried about is Adolf Hitler, since he's been brought back from the pits of hell.
With his return to the living, he's going to make the United States pay for causing him to lose World War II.
He's going to level all of our cities. It will be hell on earth.
Away from the group, the Queen discusses their situation with her subordinates.
We lost 45 soldiers by those 3 rebels when they attacked.
We killed the 3 who attacked us. They are no longer a threat, Queen Nikita. But Adolf Hitler is stirring up trouble.
Oh dear me, what problem is he causing now?
Hitler is massing his troops along the border with Russia. He wants a showdown with Putin.
It seems he wants to expand his empire outside of Western Europe. You know, he has always wanted world domination.
And he can have this world soon enough. But he needs to wait until we have completely secured it and have squashed all resistance. Once this world is under my control, I will move on to other worlds and take them over as well. Hitler can rule the Earth, but I will rule over him and all the other planets as well.
It makes me wonder if we should have talked the devil into releasing the Führer and his armies from the pits of hell.
I wanted to bring him back to the surface because I knew he and his army of demons would be totally ruthless and help us defeat the humans. The shock and awe of seeing Hitler's return would be enough to put Europe into a state of fear.
That's right, Queen Nikita. When people are in fear, we can completely control them.
Back at the group, the people discuss their predicament.
Now that the rebels have been defeated, there is no hope of getting rescued.
We have to save ourselves. We have to come up with a way to outsmart the Queen.
I can't believe how many friends we have lost since this whole thing began. First there was Captain Taylor.
Then Officer Murphy.
Then the professor.
Now we also lost Sergeant Cintron and Corporal Hida.
And don't forget Officer Rivera, who now has been turned into a mindless zombie by the Rakshasa.
And there was Lieutenant Walker, or her alter ego Sly, who got blown out of the building.
She was quite the fighter, totally fearless.
The Queen enters the area with her lieutenants.
So nice to see all of you now that your pathetic little rebellion has failed. All your rebels were killed. No need for a burial. Our Rakshasian soldiers ate the bodies.
Oh, you disgusting bastards.
You killed 3 of our soldiers, but they took a lot of your evil demons down with them.
I'm guessing you lost about 30 fighters.
We lost 45.
Well, at that rate, it would take no time at all for the rest of the world to defeat the Rakshasa and the Nazis if they just stood up against you.
Yeah, there are less than 500,000 of you spread throughout the world, yet 8 billion people on this planet. All the people need to do is rise up.
That's true. They could easily defeat us if they would organize and stand up against us. But they won't because most people are docile and compliant.
You control the news media so most people will follow whatever it tells them to do. No wonder the television has been dubbed the idiot box.
People are so damn stupid that they believe anything the talking heads on TV say.
We are a nation of sheep.
No one uses critical thinking anymore. They just follow the idiotic newscasters and filthy, stinking, crooked, lying political leaders.
That's true. And you can thank mankind for giving us the ideas about ruthlessly dominating people. We learned a lot about controlling the masses by looking at communism, fascism and other totalitarian movements by leaders in your past such as Stalin, Hitler, Mao and Pol Pot. They taught us a great deal. We consider them our heroes.
Oh, how disgusting and demented you Rakshasa are to call those murderous despots heroic.
You've taken the worst of mankind and elevated them to a status of greatness.
As long as we're airing our grievances against you, Rakshasa, I'd like to get a few things off of my chest.
Careful, human! I'm getting a little tired of your bad-mouthing of our species.
Oh, who cares? You're gonna kill us all anyway. If I'm destined to die, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say right, until the bitter end.
And even if we do solve your stupid riddles, all you're going to do is turn us into brain-dead zombies.
You've given us nothing to live for, so none of us give a damn anymore.
A few days ago you tried to convince us that all our leaders have been evil and that our history is a pack of lies. I resent that.
I mean, no one is saying that our country, or the rest of the world for that matter, has been perfect. We've made a lot of mistakes, but we've done some really good things as well.
You see, only the evil in mankind, but none of the good. There are always going to be a few bad people who try to rise to power and exploit others.
But we can't just give up on our country because of that.
Exactly. Instead, we must root out the bad actors and make sure they are punished for their crimes.
We must make every attempt to right the wrongs of the past and learn from our mistakes. We must get rid of the treasonous leaders. We have no other choice.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, my dear fool. You do have a choice. The new Rakshasa order.
We choose freedom over bondage. You offer us brutal totalitarianism with the new Rakshasa order.
When I told you people about the crooked leaders you have had and the lies they have told you about history, I was trying to point out to you that mankind can't be trusted to rule this planet. Men have a sin nature and will lead this world to its demise.
We're trying to save the planet for all of us. If we let man destroy it, we will be destroyed as well.
Stop making it so hard on yourselves. Forget about the riddles. Just join up with us now and you can live out your lives and you will always be happy.
We will be happy because we will be brainwashed fools who won't know any better.
Or you will be forcing us to take a drug that makes us blissful and compliant.
This just shows we're living in the end times. The Bible talks about how demons will be released at the end of days to torment and deceive mankind.
Oh, there you go with that Bible talk again. Don't you realize that book is a work of fiction?
What is a work of fiction is the lie that you're trying to sell to the world. Crooked politicians have been paid off to agree with you and sell us a load of nonsense, that the Rakshasa care about us and want to help us succeed.
You control the news media, so they are going along with your lies and propaganda.
A relative few control the whole world now.
Oh, come on now. You know damn well that the news media and politicians have always been nothing but controlled puppets. The only difference now is who the puppet masters are. Instead of the usual suspects, it is we Rakshasa that are in control now.
Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
You Rakshasa accuse everyone else of what you yourselves are actually truly guilty of.
It's all in Saul Alinsky's book, Rules for Radicals. Accuse your opponent of that which you are doing to create confusion and to fool voters about the evidence of your own guilt.
You demonize anyone who disagrees with you and give them false labels, but these labels actually apply to you.
Well, that's not true at all. Just look at this news coverage about the recent rebel attack on our compound.
A television screen pops up and we see this report.
Action News has obtained footage of the attack by the evil rebels who hate alternate species and want there to be instability in the world. Jessica.
That's true, Brian. I'm here at the Rakshasa compound in Hartford, Connecticut, where the ruthless terrorists stormed in and killed many innocent Rakshasian peace workers yesterday.
We need to stomp out all forms of violence and hate. These terrorist rebels are clearly white supremacists and right-wing extremists.
I completely agree, Brian. In fact, we've been told by the FBI that once these rebels killed the innocent and good-hearted Rakshasa, they started eating them.
It just shows how sick and demonic these rebels are. They truly are a threat to our democracy. They have to be wiped out. Citizens need to turn in anyone they suspect of disliking the Rakshasa.
The Rakshasa are clearly here only to help mankind succeed and prosper, but the evil, wicked terrorists just don't want that. It's time to round up all those who disagree with the Queen and put them in re-education camps.
I agree, Jessica. The evil terrorists keep spreading the big lie that the Rakshasa eat humans, but we know full well that is completely false.
What a bunch of disgusting lies and propaganda.
You're feeding the public a bunch of bullcrap and misinformation.
Of course we are, Jessica. But your TV-watching public is so damned gullible and stupid that they actually believe it all. We've completely brainwashed them through the television.
And you've censored the social media sites so badly that no voices of dissent can get through. It's all pro-Rakshasa all the time. I just hate you scumbags.
Oh, there now, Kyle. You just hate me for how I look. Don't forget that we Rakshasa can shape-shift anytime we want.
The queen shape shifts into a beautiful girl.
Look at me now, guys. Am I a little more to your liking?
It's never been about how you look. We hate what you have done.
How about you, Kyle boy? Would you like to spend some time with me, sweetheart darling?
No, never. Because I know who you truly are. You're not beautiful. You're an ugly demon whose heart is full of hate.
You can shapeshift into a thing of beauty, but it doesn't mask the fact that you're an evil beast who belongs in the pits of hell.
You're just a wretched old hag.
Hey, you filthy humans! You can't talk to the Queen like that!
Time to teach these boys a lesson. Guards, teach them to show some respect.
The guards start using sorcery to punish Fu and Kyle.
Okay, that's enough already.
Stop it, just stop it.
Let them go, you evil beast.
That's enough. Stop with the beating right now, you damn cowards.
What do you mean? We're not cowards. We have to teach them a lesson.
The queen halts the torture to speak with Jonah.
Oh, but you indeed are cowards. You make these ridiculous terms with us that if we solve a riddle you will let us live. Big deal. That's only one life. If you had any guts you would take a real challenge from me that if I solve an impossible riddle then all of humanity is set free and you and your ilk return to the pits of hell.
Oh, don't try to tempt me, Jonah. I could easily come up with a riddle that you could never solve. My brain is far superior to what's in your foolish human skull.
Well, if you're so confident in your abilities, why don't you just make the deal that I proposed? What's the matter with you? Are you scared?
Don't listen to him, Queen Nikita. The devious human is trying to goad you into making a potentially risky deal. In the unlikely event that he solves the riddle, the results for all of us will be catastrophic.
Yes, I can see that. I have no intention of accepting the human's terms, Lieutenant. He will simply get the same deal as all the others. Solve the riddle and live, or fail to and be eaten alive.
No, your royal highness, kill me if you must, but I'm not playing your game anymore. You can go to hell.
What? How dare you curse me?
Sorry, I don't take orders from you, Queen Nikita. I answer to a higher power. One day you will have to answer for your wicked crimes against humanity.
What the hell are you talking about? I answer to no one. I am the supreme leader of the world.
Well, there actually is one that you still have to answer to.
And just who might that be, Jonah?
The devil himself.
Oh, him?
You see, I was right. You do answer to someone. You're not so all-powerful after all.
Well, you know what? Just between you and me. Once I conquer the world, I'll move on to conquer the entire universe. I'll amass so much power that I'll be mightier than Satan. He will then have to answer to me.
Suddenly a loud rumbling is heard as the room darkens.
What's going on? What's happening?
An apparition of the devil appears before them.
How dare you defy me, Nikita! I release you from the pits of hell so that you can wreak havoc on Earth and obtain immortality. and this is how you repay me.
Oh no, my lord. I was only joking. You see, what I was trying to say was...
Silence! I know what was in your heart, Nikita. You thought you could overtake my throne, and I would be your servant. I should cast you back into the lake of fire right now.
Oh, please, please, my lord. Give me one last chance. I'll make it up to you. I promise.
Because I still want you to deliver billions of human souls over to me. I'll give you one final chance.
I won't disappoint you, oh great Lord of Darkness.
You were wise to see that the clever mortal was trying to goad you into making his deal, but you were unwise to disrespect me. Therefore, here are my conditions. You will accept the human's offer. If he loses, we will continue as planned, and you will conquer the world. However, if you lose, I will open up the pits of hell, and you, your armies, and all the Nazis will return to hell, and this time, I will never ever let you go again, Nikita!
With that, the devil departs and the surroundings turn back to normal. Queen Nikita is visibly shaken.
Are you all right, my queen?
I can't believe I let myself get tripped up like that.
The cunning human probably foresaw this. He knew that if he could get you to speak ill of the devil, then he would appear.
But none of that matters now. Queen Nikita, you heard what the devil said. Defeat the mortal, and you will then be allowed to conquer the world as planned.
That's right. You've got this, Queen Nikita. He's nothing more than a mere human. You can easily come up with an impossible riddle that he cannot solve.
He simply does not possess the mental capacity to figure out a really difficult riddle.
You two are right. I can give him one he won't be able to solve. Then I'll be back under Satan's good graces. Bring Jonah to me.
The guards bring Jonah to the interrogation room.
Very devious of you to get my boss involved in this, Jonah. Once you lose, I'm going to enjoy eating every bit of flesh off your bones as you scream in horror.
Your sheer arrogance and hubris is what got the devil involved.
No matter now. Let's get this over with. Like with all the others. I'll ask you to choose a topic that you're familiar with, and I'll ask you a riddle dealing with that topic.
I choose time travel because I've had some experience in this field.
Very well then. I'll ask you to solve a riddle about that subject.
And I'm not talking about some Rakshasa-induced dream time travel either, or other supernatural hocus-pocus that your species is capable of. I'm talking about a scenario that mankind is capable of.
But of course, I'll ask you to solve a riddle about human time travel. Here goes. Let's say you decide to build a time machine today for the sole purpose of going back in time to September 10, 2001 to stop the 9/11 attacks from happening. Now, knowing who the hijackers were, you warn the FBI and they arrest all the would-be hijackers before they can board the planes. Approximately how many lives will you have saved from being killed?
Jonah takes a moment to think about it.
I think you stumped him, Queen Nikita. Stupid humans never think this type of scenario completely through.
They always get this type wrong. Start getting ready for world domination. We're almost there.
Victory is at hand. I can taste it, and soon I will be tasting his flesh as I rip it off his bones.
Excuse me, do I get a chance to answer?
But of course, if you built a time machine today for the sole purpose of going back to 2001 to stop the 9/11 terrorists and you succeeded, approximately how many lives will you have saved?
I would not have saved a single person from being killed, and the World Trade Center towers will still have fallen on 9/11, 2001.
Jonah answered the riddle correctly. The queen is stunned and horrified.
But no, this can't be. This can't be. How did you know the answer to the riddle? You must tell me how you came to that conclusion.
Sure, you see, if I built a time machine today for the sole purpose of stopping the 9/11 hijackers, as soon as the terrorists were prevented from boarding the planes, I would simply vanish from 2001 and they would board the planes anyway and carry out all the attacks.
But how? Why would you disappear?
Because if I prevented the attacks from happening on 9/11, there would be no desire to build a time machine today to go back in time to stop them.
I get it now. They wouldn't need to be stopped because the event wouldn't have happened.
No 9/11 equals no time machine.
Such is the paradox of time travel.
Violent sounds are heard from the outside.
It's happening! The devil is reopening the pits to hell!
A whirlwind rips through the building as Rakshasian soldiers are sucked outside and into the pits. Queen Nikita, Lieutenant Belram, and Captain Patel cling to pillars to avoid being swept away into the pits of hell. Fu and Kyle manage to hold onto a wall. Frank and Jonah grab on tight to some heavy furniture. Rohani holds on behind bars while Jessica is barricaded behind the Sphinx statue and she picks up a pistol that was dropped by a Rakshasian soldier in all the chaos.
This might come in handy.
Lieutenant Belram manages to climb his way upward away from the pits.
Oh yes, I've got it! I can escape the pit of hell! I don't have to die! I can stay here and live while I dine on human flesh! Starting with this one!
Get away from me.
Jessica points her pistol at him.
Hey, Lieutenant, eat this!
She shoots him in the head and he falls into the pits. She then turns her gun towards the Queen and starts firing.
Watch it, Jessica! What are you trying to do? Get me killed?
Actually, I was trying to get you to release your grip.
So we can all watch you ride the current to the pits of hell.
Oh, but you can save me, Kyle. My love.
No way, Queen Nikita.
Meanwhile, throughout the rest of the world, pits have opened up as Rakshasa and Nazis are swallowed up. Hitler finds no escape.
Gib du jetzt eine Stimme ab, wenn ja! Gib du jetzt eine Stimme ab, wenn ja! Dann...
Back in Hartford, Jonah clings to a piece of furniture. Suddenly some debris hits his hand and causes him to lose his grip. He is caught up in the jet stream.
Jonah, no!
No, Jonah. Oh no, Jonah.
I just can't seem to hit her fingers.
Suddenly, Rohani appears next to Jessica.
Oh my gosh, Rohani, how did you get out of the jail cell?
Never mind that. Help me with this thing.
They pick up a rocket launcher, another weapon left behind by the Rakshasa in the mayhem. They load it and aim it at the pillar the Queen is holding onto. Then fire, it misses the target.
What are you women trying to do? Kill me?
That's the general idea.
But we're all women. Come on, you two. Where is your sense of sticking together and standing up for our gender?
You're not a real woman like us. You're just some horrible, disgusting man-eating beast.
You belong in hell for what you've done, Queen Nikita.
But if you kill me, then you're no better than I am. You would be cold-blooded murderers.
We're nothing like you. We only would kill to protect the innocent.
Whereas you only kill the innocent, you should have never killed all those people.
And you should have never laid a hand on our boys.
You can't do this. I'm Queen Nikita. Who do you think you are?
We're what real women look like.
And we are gonna send you back to hell.
Bitch.
The women fire the rocket launcher and it makes a direct hit on the column. The Queen is sent through the portal to hell.
Oh no, no. I'm back in the pits of hell. Oh, shut your pie hole, Adol. You stupid, blithering idiot.
The portal's now all close and at last the Rakshasa and Nazis are completely gone. As the days and weeks go on, the world starts to rebuild. All the crooked politicians who sided with the enemy have been arrested and charged with treason. Congress is nearly empty now, as 99% of its members have now been taken away. Buses await to transport the criminals to the airport, and then on to Gitmo.
But I'm Shifty Shift.
Get on the bus, you damn scumbag.
But I'm Schmuck Chumer.
Get on the bus, you stupid moron.
And I'm Rich McDougal and he's Dirk Chainhick, and we're at least 150 years old each. Get on the bus, you two crooked old farts.
But I'm Mick Rhino.
Get on the bus, you sleaze ball.
But I said we needed to have the New World Order, not the new Rakshasa order.
Get on the bus, you scumbag.
Get on the bus, you two.
Oh, why?
For pretending to be comics. You guys haven't been funny in years.
But I'm Joe Brandon.
And I'm Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, you too. Come with us. We have a different location we're sending you to.
Well, look at this, Mr. President. They put us up in a fancy hotel with padded walls.
And it looks like we have a roommate.
Oh, hi, Mr. President and Speaker P. Lousy. I'm Joy Blowhard.
Say, aren't you the host of that TV show called The Scene, where a group of whiny old left-wing hags hate everyone with a different opinion than you have?
Yes. Instead of arguing by using facts, we demonize our critics and call them racists, anti-Semites, homophobes, right-wing lunatics, and white supremacists.
I love that show.
So do I. Oh, Mr. President, your face belongs on Mount Rushmore.
I totally agree.
So do I.
Oh, why the bloody hell do we always get stuck with the most idiotic of the nut jobs?
I know it. Sometimes I think I'd rather be on the Titanic than do this damn job.
Let's now go back to Hartford on the day the people freed themselves from the Queen and Rakshasian army.
Yes, Jessica, you did it.
We did it. Way to go, girl.
Let's check on the others.
They check on the others and find Fu, Kyle, and Frank to be a little bruised up but okay.
Are you okay, Frank, my dear husband?
I'm fine, but oh, Rouhani, I'm so sorry about Jonah.
If it wasn't for him standing up to the Queen, none of us would have made it out alive.
The whole world would have been lost.
We're all so sorry, Rouhani. We knew you were fond of Jonah.
Fond of him. I loved him.
Just then they hear someone moaning.
Did you guys hear that? It sounds like someone in pain.
They look around to find Jonah sitting up against a wall right next to the portal opening.
Jonah, you're alive.
Jonah, I thought I lost you for good.
Let's help to get him on his feet.
Are you hurt, Jonah?
Well, my head's a little sore, and my back. The last thing I remember was slamming into this wall, then I kinda blacked out. Are we finally free of the Rakshasa?
Yes, Jonah, thanks to you.
You showed a great deal of courage standing up to the Queen. We're all proud of you, man.
Oh, Jonah, I thought I would never see you again.
God had other plans for him, Rouhani. This wasn't Jonah's time to go.
The last time I saw you, Rouhani, you were in a jail cell. I thought I would never see you again either.
By the way, Rouhani, just how did you escape from that jail cell anyway?
Oh, that was very simple. I picked the lock.
Oh, you little devil, you.
Oh, Jonah, I've never gone sleepwalking in my life. I was scared and I saw you as my protector. I just wanted to be with you. You made me feel safe.
I knew it. I told you guys, but you wouldn't believe me. I was right all along.
La 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 la.
Okay. We admit you were right, Jessica. Now settle down there, dear.
I remember the first night we met you were wearing this lovely outfit from your country.
Oh yes, that's called a sari. I was wearing it because I just came from a theatre production of an Indian play called Dekh Berha about a bride in a wedding.
Well, I'd like to see you wearing it again, but this time for real, not play acting.
What are you saying, Jonah?
I want you to marry me, Rouhani, if you'll have me.
Oh, Jonah. Oh, yes. Yes, Jonah, I'll marry you. I'll be a wonderful wife for you.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, girl.
Oh my gosh, Fu. Are you crying?
It's just all so touching.
There, little buddy. Let me get you a tissue.
Thank you. Here you are.
Oh no, keep it. Please.
Well, we'd better get out of this place. We've got a wedding to start planning for.
Congratulations, Jonah. Congratulations, man.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, I know the nicest place to have your bridal shower.
My cousin is a justice of the peace and can marry you if you like.
Everyone leaves, and then we hear some commotion going on towards a window. We see someone moving. It's Sly.
Wow, that was quite an ordeal. You didn't think they could get rid of me that easily, did you?
I'm back